So, I know I've talked about OSHD 2 videos in a row now, but I feel like this is an important topic. Now, trust me, the next video will be more of a normal one. So, first off, if you don't know what OSHD is, I suggest taking a look at my previous video. I'm sure about 99% of you already know what it is, though. Anyway, on to the main part of the video. So at about 13 o'clock UTC, Mod Sween posted an update basically saying the client is not approved. Now, they gave a multitude of reasons as to why it wasn't approved, and we're going to go through each of them, as well as some of the speculation as to why a couple of them are reasons. So reason number one is obviously that the client is simply not compatible with their bot detection systems. This is something you probably already knew though. In fact, less than a week after a friend put out a video about OSHD, he received a temporary 2-day ban on the account he was using it on. Now, Jagex goes on to state it is possible for this to be fixed in one of two ways. The first being OSHD shows Jagex the code and they can devise a fix. Or secondly, Jagex can create a backdoor to allow the client in without detecting it as a bot client. So, as for the first fix, OSHD has yet to even send Jagex their code, even though they said they'd gladly do so about 9 days ago. There are a multitude of possible reasons for this. For this part, we're going to skip over to the Reddit thread, which has a bit of speculation. Many believe they are trying to hide something, as they are possibly using thousands of Jagex's assets, which they did not ask for permission to use in the first place. Many people also believe that if they were to send the code to Jagex, it would confirm or deny if this is true. Now, all of this is just what I've read from this Reddit thread here, and I have no clue if it's true, so treat it as just speculation. And I'm just repeating what I see. Anyway, onto the second solution, which is creating a backdoor for the client. This would actually never work, and Jagex would never allow it. As the post says, making changes to our bot detection to aid this client could potentially pave a way for genuine botting clients, which might appear to behave in a similar way. Anyway, in the next paragraph, Mod Sween tells us that the team plans on making some big changes to the game engine soon that will most certainly break OSHD for quite a long time. The post then goes on to say that the team is in the short term also working on a rasticizer, which would offer support for high resolutions, increase FPS, and make interfaces scalable. They also address the demand for extended draw distance and improved lighting. They say in order to do that, they would need to do it differently than it was done in 2008 and would have to start from scratch. Lastly, they close out the post stating they have reached the decision to deny OSHD, and if the developers fail to meet their request, Jagex will have to take legal action against them. They then go on to say that they see there is a clear interest among the community to have a HD client. They say they'd like to investigate it, as well as the possible impact on the game and the team. They say it would take months to investigate, and they would be unable to give us a delivery date until the investigation actually happens. So, where does this leave us now? First off, obviously for the time being, there will be no OSHD. This doesn't mean we'll never get it, but as of now the client has been denied. The first steps to changing this is getting Jagex the code. The developers are clearly passionate about the project, as during this whole thing they've added new features and updates to the client. This includes things such as 4K support, interface scaling, 2011 UIs, and they even offered to add VR support if there was enough interest. Currently though, in the legal arena, in my opinion this has really put OSHD into a corner. If they don't send the code to Jagex, legal action will be taken against them. If they do send the code to Jagex, and they find something they don't like, they could also take legal action against them. Anyway, no matter what happens, Jagex does see the huge interest in HD existing in old school. Even if OSHD never gets approved, I won't be surprised if we see an official HD client surface in maybe a few years.